Hi, welcome to Driving TV, and I hope you are well. Let's talk about six things that will help you to drive comfortably and drive safely. Let's start the lesson. Okay, so let's talk about six things, like I said, to help you to drive comfortably and drive safely. Become a safe driver. Firstly, let's talk about the position. Many learners in the beginning, they can't keep the car in the middle of their lane. They are either too close to the pavement or too far from the pavement. And the reason is because I'm going to share two tips. Number one is because learners in the beginning, they're looking too near to the car, front of their car when they're driving. When you're driving, you need to look far as possible. The further you look, the better your position is going to be. If you look too near, it's going to look as if you are hitting the pavement on the left or on the right because you're looking too near. You need to look far. Your brain needs to work out where the road is going, what's happening in the road. Only then your hands and your body and your feet will do the work. Your mind needs to know what's happening on the road. If you look too near, you're not giving your mind a reason to think. Your mind needs time to think what's happening on the road. Is the road going ahead? Is it going left? Is it going right? For that, you need to look far. If you look near, it's gonna seem as if you are hitting because you're not thinking far enough. Okay, so let your mind think by looking far ahead and work out what's happening. That way, it's gonna help you to be in a good position. That's number one. Number two, imagine the steering and your body, the whole car. Many learners, because of this space here, okay, so this is your car, you're sitting, your right side door is nearer to you than the left side, and because the left side is quite far, because of that space, many learners in the beginning, they think that I need to be further away from the pavement because I'm going to hit the pavement because of that space. And because of that, many learners, they drive too far from the pavement. So one of the method I give to my learners, I say that for that reason, imagine the whole car is your steering, the whole car is your body. As long as you keep the steering and your body in the middle of your lane, it will help you to keep the car in the middle, in the center of your lane. I'm not asking you to be a robot. Don't be a robot and just do that. Imagine the space is there. Know that the space is there. But as long as you keep the steering in the middle, this method works greatly to keep the car in the middle of your lane. Okay? So next time try when you're driving, look far and try to keep the steering in the middle of your lane, in the center of your lane. Hopefully, it's going to help you to keep the car in the center of your lane. Okay? So two things. Number one, look far, and number two, your body and the steering should be in the middle of your lane. Next is signaling. When you signal, meaning indicator, try not to take your hands off on your signaling. Okay, many learners in the beginning, they take the hands off. When they're doing that, especially in the beginning, they only go one hand on the wheel and they go all over the place. They're going like a snake. Okay, so try to keep both hands on the wheel and keep your thumb on the wheel when you're signaling. Okay, so when you signal, only the thumb should stay on your steering. That way, you still have both hands on the wheel and you're signaling. Try not to take your hands off the wheel and indicate. Okay, maximum time you should have both hands on the wheel. That way, you're gonna keep the car in a straight line, especially in the beginning because your learning is something new for you. If you take your hands off, the right hand is only there, and keeping the car in a straight line will be difficult for you. And even after you've learned, after you know how to drive the car and you become an experienced driver, you still should try to have both hands on the wheel most of the time. So one of the habit is to use the fingers. That way, most of the time, maximum time, your hand's going to be on the wheel. Next is changing gear. When you're driving or learning in a manual car, you'll have to change gear. Before you change gear, think what is happening. When I say think, what do I mean? What I mean is when you change gear, what is happening? Think how you're going to change gear and what is happening here. Because if you don't think, what's going to happen is you're just going to take your hands off the wheel, try to change gear, and your car is going to go all over the place. So when you're changing gear, what is happening? So what is happening here? When you're changing gear, you're only going to have your right hand on the wheel. Your left hand needs to go on the gear to change gear. This is what's happening. And if you don't think that, what's going to happen? Your car is going to go all over the place. It's just thinking. If you don't think, you're going to make it worse. So just think. So driving, you're driving, okay? And you want to change gear. Think of your right hand. Make sure it's a little bit firm because you need to have only right hand to control the car. Number two, think where the gear is and how am I going to change gear and which gear am I going. Don't take your hands off yet because you don't even know which gear you need to go. If you need to go to second, how am I going to change gear to second? How am I going to change gear to third? Remember, you're learning, you're beginning, and in the beginning, you're going to have the problem, you're going to have the trouble changing gear. So think before you take your hands off. Second gear. So where is second gear? I know what the second gear is. Okay, I know what the third gear is. I know what the fourth gear is. Okay, right hand firm, put the clutch down, take your hands on the gear, change gear, take the hands back on the wheel, and drive on. Okay, just by thinking is going to help you to keep the car in a straight line. Like I said in the beginning, many learners, because they're not thinking when they're changing gear, the car is going all over the place. It's like a snake. They're not keeping that in a straight line. Okay, so think before you need to change gear. Think that you're only going to have the right hand. Think that where the gear is. Think I'm only going to do it with my left hand. Bring the left hand back on the wheel soon as I've done it. Okay, just thinking will help you to do better.
If you are learning and you need help on learning and passing the driving test, don't forget to take the advantage of our online course. The course gives everything a learner needs to learn to drive and to pass the driving test. It has everything a learner needs. I will leave a link on the description for you to have a look. Have a look and see and read, and if you like it, you could always join the course.
Next is keep clear. When you're driving, look on the road where it says keep clear. What does keep clear? What does that mean? It's telling you to keep it clear when you are waiting. You drive on it, but you don't stop on it. So say there's a traffic light and there's few cars in on the traffic light, and after that there is a space where it says keep clear. You shouldn't stop on keep clear. That's the reason why it's there written, so that you keep it clear. Why? Maybe because there's a driveway, and because of that you should keep it clear when you're waiting. Imagine you are blocking the keep clear and you stop on top of the keep clear on the traffic light, and there's a car just came in who wants to go into that driveway or maybe go into that passage, and this is the reason why the keep clear is there. You blocked it. Can they go now? Because of you they can't go, and now because of them there's going to be cars behind them waiting because this car can't go. Just for one car you blocked, there's a road traffic because of you. So when you're driving, look for the keep clear. If it's keep clear, don't stop on it. Drive on it, but don't stop on it, especially on the traffic light or on a queue of traffic. Okay, next is the blind spot. From the beginning, try to make a habit of checking the blind spot every time you move off. So for you to move off, especially in the beginning of your test, for you to move off, make sure the blind spot is checked before you move off. Also, every time you stop on the left or pull up on the left before you move off, make sure the blind spot is checked. Without blind spot, don't move off. Many learners, they fail the test because they don't check the blind spot. So make that a habit from day one, to check the blind spot every time you move off from a stationary position. So start the test as you move off, check the blind spot, and every time the examiner asks you to pull up somewhere safe on the left or on the right before you move off, check the blind spot. If you stop on this side, this blind spot. If you stop on the right side, this blind spot, because that's the way you're moving off. Okay, so the way you are moving, that blind spot should be checked. So make a habit checking the blind spot from day one. Next is the normal driving lane is always the left lane. Remember that your normal driving lane is the left lane unless the road markings tells you otherwise. Many learners in the beginning, they miss that. They miss the left lane is telling them to go left only, and they try to go straight from that lane. Remember, your normal driving lane is left lane unless the road marking tells you otherwise. So say you're driving along and you're driving in the left lane and the examiner is not saying anything, which means follow the road. But then you come across a junction where the junction is saying left lane is only left, which meant you had to go to the right lane or the lane next to it to go straight. You can't go straight from this left lane because this left lane is not going straight, it's going left only. So you must remember that many learners, they miss that. The reason because they don't look on the floor as they're driving. Especially when you come to a traffic light, when you come to the end of the road, always look for the road marking on the floor. What is it saying? Is my left lane going straight or is it going left only? If it's going straight, I should be in the left lane because that's the normal driving lane. If it's not going straight and it's only going left, which means I need to go straight, which means I need to be in the right lane for me to go straight. Remember that many learners in the beginning, they miss that and they will fail the test for that. Now, by mistake, if you go to the left lane and you signal left and go left, you're not going to fail your test for that because you haven't done any danger to anyone. If signal you went left, that's fine. All it means you just went to the wrong direction, which is fine. It's no danger to anyone. So in the test, if you did go to the left lane and the left lane is only going left, if you just signal left and go left, you're not going to fail the test for that. But the message I'm trying to give you is that look for the road markings and know where the lanes are going. Left lanes are normal driving lane unless road marking tells you otherwise.
If you are learning and you need help on learning and passing the driving test, don't forget to take the advantage of our online course. The course gives everything a learner needs to learn to drive and to pass the driving test. It has everything a learner needs. I will leave a link on the description for you to have a look. Have a look and see and read, and if you like it, you could always join the course.
So these are the simple 6 I'm sharing in this video. Hopefully it's going to help you to drive comfortably and drive safely. I hope it helps. If it does, please do give a thumbs up. Please do make a comment what you think of the video. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe so don't miss any of my future videos. Hope to see you again on the next video. Bye for now.